I can feel like 80 rats in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to back, it's getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Justin Terry.
Get at me, dog. Get at me, dog. Get at me, dog. Get at me, dog. Man, they don't know about X like that. They don't know about X. I know I'm young too, but Generation Z definitely don't know about X. Hey, but guess what? Y'all should know about Snoop though. Definitely should know about Snoop too. That's that West Coast. Faison View Podcast, baby. This gonna be rocking all episode, man. Hey, cause guess what? It's so much dropping in the LBC. It's trying to hot there. Snoop D-O-double-G. So like every single day. That's old Snoop right there. That's the classic Snoop. Hey, this is gonna be a real good one. But the Faison View Podcast, man, I welcome you, man. Let's get to it, man. Episode 181, man. Check on each other. It's important. It's important. So our topics we have here today, but before we get to the topics, you already know I have a brand, an amazing brand, the best handcrafted jewelry in general. Man, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, man. I keep creating. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you guys for really tuning into the website, tuning into my page, man. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep pushing. Get your best handcrafted bracelets, jewelry, necklaces, waist beads, anklets, man. I got it for you, man. It will be below at 1clrpower.com. 1clrpower.com, man. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. We got a good episode. Topics. Kentucky protesters start a hunger strike and demand for justice for Breonna Taylor, which is still sickening that we have to demand justice for a beautiful black woman just being wrongfully killed in her own place, in her own. Come on now, come on. We're gonna make you say their names, and it's already pitiful that all these people, such as George Floyd, such as Sandra Bland, such as Trayvon Martin, we can't receive justice for them. But this Breonna Taylor is just on a whole nother level, So we're gonna demand, and we're gonna keep on doing right by you, Breonna Taylor, because you deserve it. You deserve to still be here. So we're gonna get you justice, and that takes a collective, everyone. So that's topic number one. Secondly, DMX versus Snoop Dogg, man. DMX versus Snoop Dogg. This is a legendary one, and I don't know who I have. I'm gonna be honest with you. So we're gonna talk about that. Kanye rally campaign. Oh, here we go again, man. Here we go again. You already know. The rants on Twitter. And we're just going to talk about his mental state and also Nick Cannon's to segue into the next topic. Nick Cannon on his anti-Semitic comments and, you know, being canceled by Viacom and that culture, and also the impact he has on our culture. Man, I feel like that's really I don't feel like it's getting overlooked. I feel like a lot of people are siding with Nick Cannon and what he has done for us, but I feel like on my platform, I'm gonna expound on that. So, lastly, would you rather? I know I haven't done a would you rather in a minute, but this is gonna be a good one. Would you rather have one real get out of jail card, a real life one, not Monopoly, or a key that opens any door? So, man, we're gonna get right into it, man. Shout out to the Kentucky protesters that started a hunger strike and demand for justice for Breonna Taylor. Initially, it was only 4 individuals that's really want to set themselves apart and really want to do something to demand and bring attention to Breonna Taylor's death. And we all been demanding, we all been shouting, but we just got to keep shouting more and keep shouting louder. Unfortunately, this is what we have to go through, man. Unfortunately, this is how black people live in America. And then not just in America, but, you know, specifically America in this situation, man. I mean, I don't know how many more years y'all want to oppress us. I don't know how much longer y'all want us to go through this, but we're not going to continue to do this and continue to go through these hardships from hard times, man, we're going to find a way to overcome just like we do all the time. And we're going to find a way to have peace. But if it's no justice, then we can't do that. We got to keep on fighting. Because guess what? We know that y'all against us. We see the ones that are against us, all these Karens and Kens and all these people that's showing their true colors. We see y'all now. Y'all not invisible anymore. We can see y'all. We can see y'all. It's 2020 and we still having this conversation. We still can't get justice for a beautiful woman, just a woman in general, a human being first. Human being first. Beautiful black young woman that's doing her thing. And one night minding her business and her life is taken away from her. And guess what? You got 3 officers out here living their lives, eating lobster, shrimp, whatever they doing, while she is gone from us. And her family has to mourn from that. So y'all sick cowards, man. Guess what, man? We're gonna demand justice. We're gonna keep going until you are locked up and locked up for life potentially. If that's what it seems to, if that's what it needs to be. Because it needs to be that. Somebody needs to be locked up for their consequences. You wrongfully taking a human being's life in their own home for doing nothing. Wrongfully busting in somebody's door without a warrant. Come on now. Come on now. Make it make sense, man. Shout out to the people that's still pushing the narrative and trying to get justice for Breonna Taylor, because we're not going to forget. This is our people. And it's not just black people that's supporting and trying to get justice for Breonna Taylor. And that's what I love about it too. This is bringing a lot of people together. I don't want to just talk about the negative, because it is bringing a lot of people together. The Black Lives Matter movement, because people are starting to learn, people are starting to understand that we human beings, bro. You keep saying black, we human beings at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we are human beings. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So it's sickening. It's sickening, man. But just for Breonna Taylor, we are not forgetting about you. We love you to death. And I want to start off the show all the time talking about you and bringing your name up on my platform, and then spreading the word, spreading the knowledge, as we all should. As we all should be using our platform for something positive and something good. Really pushing the culture forward. So, man, rest in peace to Breonna Taylor. We love you. Say their names, all of their names. I felt like this was very important, just because hunger striking, where people don't understand you. With these certain type of people, you hit them with their pockets. You hit people where they really hurt, and that's where their pockets are. Everybody is so fixated on money and so fixated on that, especially the people are higher up. So you hit them in their pockets before you hit them anywhere else. So we're gonna see what this change does, and how we really can just remain focused and get justice for Breonna Taylor, man. Like, much love to you. We're going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to say your name and preach your name until it's backwards, until they got it right, until they get it right. You know what I'm saying? Until they do that. So this DMX versus Snoop, man, to segue into something a little bit more joyful, you know, getting our spirits up. So look, man, this DMX versus Snoop, I don't know. Their catalogs is too crazy. Let's see Snoop. Snoop Dogg. And if they play features like DMX and Snoop got some hits, man. I don't know, man. Let me see DMX. You think it's a game? What they really want from a... What y'all really want? Man, I don't know. This is going to be a tough battle. 2 legendary acts, man. Hall of Fame acts, man. One thing I can say about this battle, it entails like all different type of catalogs. Even though DMX is the more aggressive artist, he has a lot of R&B hits too that can ring off, and he got a lot of features that can ring off. He had just mega hits. Snoop Dogg has mega hits, and he also has an R&B side. And Snoop Dogg's, man, his catalog goes a long way. I feel like people giving an edge to Snoop Dogg because his catalog is a little bit more, you know, it's widespread. Snoop Dogg is a timeless artist, and so is DMX. But his career was cut short. You know, he had certain things going through. It was cut short. But the thing people don't realize about DMX, like this, he has mega hits, mega hits. And this one, I don't know who particularly I have yet. I'm edging it with Snoop a little bit because he has more of the R&B, he has more soul, he has more kind of, he has different genres within his music that resonated with us as fans. But DMX is a pure hip hop artist just like Snoop, but he has some mega hits. Like, I'm playing it right now. I don't know, man. So this is gonna be a good one. It's gonna be an interesting one. And it's fun to see, man. I feel like this is gonna be my favorite one just because the legacy act of it, the Hall of Fame. It's like a Hall of Fame edition one. And it's been great ones before, but these are the ones that you just be like, oh, okay, you never thought this would happen. And it's really a celebration and a throwback of that music. And really, honestly, I know I'm young, but I'm talking about like people younger than me. I'm 25, but people younger than me just understanding and realizing who DMX was and his impact to the culture, and Snoop Dogg, because everybody like, you know, try to clout chase and talk about Snoop and stuff like that with all these different type of situations. With it. Yeah, all right, say what you want. Snoop Dogg and DMX, if it wasn't for these two artists, it's no telling how many stars now there would be. Because if it wasn't for these two stars, man, Hall of Fame acts, you don't get a lot of people. Now, I can't even just name. You don't get a lot of people. Like, you don't. So we just gotta embrace and love this one because this is gonna be amazing verses. And their catalog of music, man, I don't know, man. And it's crazy because Snoop has the underlining, you know, he has Dr. Dre. If he reaches in the bag of the Dr. Dre, and DMX has that Rough Riders wave was just different. Like, him and Swiss made something whole, it was different. It was like NWA on steroids with Rough Riders, if you want to be honest and real. Because they did have the locks. They had Jada in them as well. So, I don't know, man. And, you know, I don't know. On this one, I really don't. Let's see, hold up. Like, it's going to get, it's like, I don't know. It's tough because you got Snoop, got the Snoop. I cut so much, I thought I was a DJ. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, double G. I don't know, man. They both got hits, rightfully so. And we're gonna see, man. It's out of 20 songs, so right now I give the edge a little bit to Snoop, but I can give it to DMX too. It just depends, man. Right now I got the score pretty even. Like, it's close. Out of 20 songs, it is close. I might say 10-9 right now, Snoop. Only reason I'm 11-9, and I'm edging Snoop a little bit. I'm edging Snoop solely off of these type of songs, like his pop songs with Pharrell and stuff like that. But I don't know. I still don't know. But let's hear it. Because you got songs like DMX, man. You got songs like this. I do not own any rights to this music. I hope you know that. I don't own any rights to it. So I'm just listening. Then you got songs like this, like, with a hood, with a hood, with a hood at. With a hood at. I don't know, bro. It's going to be a tough one. The dogs versus the dogs. But definitely stay tuned to that, man. It will be on Versus TV, Apple Music, man. It's going to be on IG Live. So, man, make sure you tune into that, man. Definitely a lot of praise to Swiss Beats and Timberland for just giving us a platform like this to be watching the legacy acts and our favorite artists really, you know, celebrate their catalog of music, to be honest, man. This is one of the best creations in this pandemic and just in general, man. It's just a beautiful thing. So, man, to get off the DMX, Snoop Dogg, you know, who gonna win. I want to talk about mental health, and I want to get really serious on this topic. I really want listeners, viewers to hear me and hear me well. With Kanye West, and this is my my segue with Kanye West, because I want to talk about the mental health thing, but I'm going to give you background on what's going on right now. Kanye West seemingly running for president in 2020. We all know it's just there's something behind it in which he's not going to run and he's not going to fall through with it. And that's kind of my problem with this situation, in particular with him running and campaigning about being a president and being a presidential candidate. It's not the fact that, oh, well, it takes away from Joe Biden views or votes. No, it's just the simple fact that, and I understand, I heard a lot of people's views. I'm not a politician either. I'm not into politics strongly either. But the same sense of, like, when we're talking about Trump and him not being a politician, understandably, oh, yeah, well, you don't have to be a politician. No, he's a so-called businessman and reality TV show personality, and he became president with no background, no politics background. It really offered just a popularity vote. And we're not trying to have a popularity vote within the presidency, with dealing with presidency, because of the last 4 years became a joke about being the president and running a country, because we look so funny and like a joke to all these other countries now, currently. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to have so much greatness with our so-called history with presidents, but we don't. We don't have greatness in our presidency. It's been a lot of bad presidents. It's been a lot. Let's keep a buck. So it's not like, oh, well, if Kanye comes in, he's gonna be so much well off or better than or less than any other president. That's not what it's saying. It's about his mental state and what he's going through every single day, and his views on a lot of different things. They don't correlate, or they don't resonate with the black community. Some people do have, agree with him, agree to disagree, but just like certain comments, man, just certain things you saying, how you say it, man, just the tone in which you say it. And so Kanye, went on this rant on his campaign speech. He spoke about really, he was just talking randomly around different topics, talking about pregnancy and talking about abortion. First and foremost, I don't think we as men should be talking about abortion, because that is not our decision. That's not for us to talk about. That's not for us to speak on. That is a woman's decision. If they don't want to choose an abortion, that is on them. That is their decision. We have no say-so in that. Yes, I understand you bringing it up and talking about it, but to be honest with you, I think women will respect us just being real, shutting up on that, because that's their body. We have no control over that. No control. That's first and foremost. And him wanting to give $1 million to babies, and first when the babies are born, all this different type of things, and just random things. And then speaking to Harriet Tubman, it just felt so disrespectful with him saying that regarding to Harriet Tubman, and she didn't actually free the slaves. They still had to work for the white man after they were free. The things of that nature. It's just disgusting. You just watch when you have to say, and I really think he's mentally going through it. Kanye's a musical genius. He's an artist. He's a very good artist. He's a billionaire. He has a lot of success in his life. But what I say all the time on this podcast, pretty frequently, is the fact of the matter is money does not buy you happiness. It doesn't. It does not. Point blank, period. I feel like the company that you keep and your mental stability and being happy with oneself has a lot to do with your happiness. Your mental state has a lot to do with your happiness. You could be the richest person in the world and not value anything. The dollar is going to be there. Money is still going to be there. Today, tomorrow, every second, when you're here, when you're gone, when you're not, money's not going anywhere. But while you're here, your mental is everything. And I feel like, just being honest, with his Twitter rants, and he's going on now just talking about divorcing Kim and her impact, and Kim and Chris and the Kardashian family having an impact on him, and how he views things, and just trying to stop him from really speaking up and talking. And when he speaks up and talks, and when they so-called allow him to speak up and talk and get out the house, whatever, he's having a breakdown, a mental breakdown. And I feel like, and I'm not trying to say Kim is all horrible and all this other stuff, because we did see Kim do a lot of good things with the police reform and things of the nature behind scenes and closed doors. I feel like she is trying, but just in general, that family, it holds a lot to that family, man, because Kanye basically has to compare his status to their status because of how big they are and how the world views them. I know Kanye doesn't agree with a lot of things that they do. He just wants his wife to be happy. He wants them to be happy, but he can't stay shut. He can't stay shut for a long time. He can't. And that's a human being. You know, not being able to speak your mind and speak up. It's hurtful and damaging. But I do feel like Kanye should not speak on a public platform, because we get confused, we get scared, we get worried. It's a lot of things, man. But I feel like that's the way of him to express himself. But I just feel like, and that's what I said last time, just the company you keep. I know that is his family, I know that is his wife, but obviously he's not happy. Obviously he's not happy, and he shows spurts of that not being happy. You know, and it's unfortunate because he has kids and you don't want them to see them break up. But I feel like he's not in the right mental space. He just went on a rant and said on Twitter, everyone knows Get Out is about me. For him even to say that, even direct that to it, when it was a lot of jokes, you know, directed to that when the movie came out. But it's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched. I feel like Kanye has not been the same, and people can attest to it, since his mother passed away. And that's damaging to a person. That's damaging. Like, it's damaging. Male, woman, anybody, to lose your mother, you know, the person to nurture you, to give you advice. It's just, a mother that can't be replaced. And that relationship and bond was close. And I don't feel like he's been the same since. And I feel like Kim, not saying she's a horrible person, but at the end of the day, she can't give him that. She can't give him that. She can't give him that motherly feel, because they have different views. They do things differently. They have different mindsets. And I feel like you're starting to see the breakdown and fall of their relationship. And I feel like we need to help Kanye, man. People need to step up and help him and get him away from the phone and get him into, I'm just not saying a mental stability, or just get him in tune with his friends. I know regardless of anything, he has a free mind. He's a free thinker. He's going to think and say what he wants, but he still needs guidance. And also, we did see him, you know, with a couple close friends such as Dave Chappelle. But still, he still made comments after seeing Dave Chappelle. So he is a free thinker, but, you know, just being consoled and confined within friends and within family, close ones who you can relate to, who you can talk and bond with, is very important. And to segue into that, Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon is one of the, and both of these people I'm talking about, Nick Cannon and Kanye, are the national treasures of the black community and black culture, and just in general. But definitely specifically to our black people, because they hold so much weight in what they've done and what they accomplished and what they helped grow within the community. And Nick Cannon has helped so many people go from the ground level to all the way to no ceilings. To be honest, he really has. With the Wild 'N Out platform he's had for years, putting people on, putting comedians on, putting people that's dedicated to their craft on, giving them an opportunity. Like, I feel like we don't speak on Nick Cannon's accomplishments all the time, especially outside the black community. And what he's done. What he's done is monumental. Monumental. The fact that you see him on these big TV shows and really showing his face and putting other people in, really to be in a position to win. You know, The Masked Singer is one of the, I don't watch TV like that, one of the biggest shows out there. MTV. He's been on MTV for so long. Nick Cannon has inspired and changed people's lives, to talk show hosts, to podcasts, to investing in people and black people that really want to make a change. To dedicating a movie and dedicating a documentary to Nipsey Hussle's life. Nick Cannon has done so much and has empowered so many kings and queens in our community. I understand what he said about the anti-Semitic Semitic comments, and I needed to further read and do knowledge, have more knowledge on that myself. So I breezed through. I've seen the comments, but in actuality, I'm not saying he's not wrong for what he said, because he actually attested to being wrong for what he said. He needed more knowledge and he needed to do research what he said. But my thing is, if he's apologizing and trying to fix what he said, I feel like he should be given the benefit of the doubt. He should be one of those people to be given benefit of the doubt, because he was not knowledgeable on everything he was speaking about. And what he said wasn't necessarily so horrible or horrific. He was just really talking about things that go on in that culture and what goes on, his opinions on it. If he was wrong, he attested to that and being wrong. It's fine. I understand. He's wrong. But the fact that you want to cancel him, take him off his own show and all this other stuff, it's distasteful, because you have these big entities and these people of power that are Caucasian. They do stuff like this all the time. All the time. Say what they want all the time. They don't apologize for it too. But it's really about catching. That's what it's really about catching it, I suppose, because in reality, these NFL owners, all these certain type of people, I don't see them speaking out and doing anything for the black community. I don't see them making change. I don't see them doing anything else. But when Nick Cannon has something to say about a certain particular thing, everybody has a comment on it. But want to just disqualify what he has done on this side of things and what he's done in general in his career. Nah, I'm not standing for it. Nick Cannon, we stand by you. We love and support you. Point blank, period. We love and support you, Nick Cannon. And I hope that you get your own. You get your own. You don't have to be behind a white man. And not saying that you are, but you are a big name status, and you can create and build your own. Because that's what you built up. That's what you built up, and that's what you've done all your career. And it's not saying there's no thing to do it again, but we support you and we're behind you if you want to do so. And we really think you should, because you're that big of a legendary status to us. So, man, shout out Nick Cannon, shout out Kanye. Kanye, I hope you get healthy. I hope everything really goes well, man. At the end of the day, no matter if I disagree with his views or agree with his views, we do need him as a culture. We do need him. So, point blank, Nick Cannon, you as well, definitely. Both legends. So, lastly, would you rather have listen to this, would you rather have one get out of free jail card or a key that opens any door? I would say, because I don't plan on getting in trouble and I don't want to go to jail. You know, things happen, of course, and being black in America is very scary. So I don't know what to choose here, but a key that opens any door, I don't know. You never know what that door may open and literally and what you may find. So I say the key that opens any door, because, hey, man, one of those doors, behind one of them doors can be a lifetime of gold or millions or something of value, that can benefit, that I can benefit from in my life. So I would say that, but it would be a hard one for real, because being black in America, you don't know. You have people that were just arrested. YMB Corday, NFL player, that was arrested because they were protesting in front of one of the supposed killers of Breonna Taylor. So you could be arrested for protesting for someone who was wrongfully killed in their own place, unjustified. So That would be a hard one and tough one for me, but I would say a key that opens any door. Cause you never know what's behind that door. So man, lastly, man, I love you guys, man. It's been a real one. It's been a great one. And I want you guys to really tune in and get knowledge on Risk Taker 4X, man. I want you to follow that page, Risk Taker 4X, man. Get knowledge about a trait that can last you a lifetime, and income that can last you a lifetime. Residual income that can provide for your family, that can create generational wealth. We need to start learning that word and start saying that more in our community, because that's what we need to. That's what we need, man. We need generational wealth to build our own economy and to build. So make sure you tap into at Risk Takers 4X IG, and make sure you tap into my IG, @MalikSpaceGhost. You have any questions, any concerns, anything of that nature, man, make sure you hit me up, man. It's an opportunity to change your life, man. Got promotionals off. So, man, tap into that, man. Lastly, you already know. Color Power, man. Make sure you go support. Love you guys, man. Love you guys, man. We're going to see about this DMX and Snoop Dogg battle. We're going to see, man. So we about to just see, man. We're gonna see, man. So love you guys. Episode 181, and we